In a televised interview with the Sunday Times from a few days ago, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has vowed to retaliate for the alleged Israeli attack on Syrian soil in January. The attack targeted a location where chemical weapons are believed to be developed. And now Assad claims Syria will respond back in its own way. We asked one of Israel's national security experts whether there was room for Israel to be concerned.
We know that Assad is very good at making threats. It's not the first time that he's threatened, and I don't think we should take it too seriously. As you know, Bashar al-Assad has his hands filled with the murder and slaughter of tens of thousands of his own people. He's in effect someone which shoots Scud missiles at his own cities. He's destroyed half of his country already. And I think that basically what he said, I saw the interview, by the way, on television, and you could see that this clearly was the interview. He did not have the usual self-confidence that he tries to show, and it was clear that you have a leader who realizes, I think, that he is close to the end of his road. And I think it's not the first time that Assad has threatened, and as I said, I think he has his hands full with keeping himself alive, and I don't think he's going to deal with Israel.
In addition to traditional military arms and weapons, many fear that Syria is equipped with chemical weapons which can potentially be used by the wrong forces against each other or against other nations.
Everyone knows that Syria has chemical weapons. I think Syria is one of the probably one of the countries has the most, the largest chemical arsenal of chemical weapons in the world, which just goes to show what type of dictatorship we are dealing with, what type of dangerous country, dangerous regime we are dealing with. This is the Assad regime, the father and the son, they're the same, but we don't need any more proof to show what this regime is capable of, and we've seen how he's dealt with his own people. Both the United States and Russia have made it clear to Assad that he has to make sure that these weapons do not fall into dangerous hands of terrorists or organizations like terrorists, and that if he will use it against his own people, this will be crossing a red line that will force the international community to act very strongly and forcefully against him.
In Israel, people don't seem too concerned with the possibility of Assad materializing his suggestive on-air threats.
There's a lot of countries that say they're going to attack Israel and wipe Israel off the map. You know, this is one of many. I believe Turkey most recently said that getting rid of Israel and Zionism was a crime against humanity. You know, this is a constant threat that we live with here.
I'm not afraid of Syria or what they're saying, because I think they're too busy in dealing their own business. They don't have the strength or the ability. They can't do it. The only thing that they can do is to move the weapon to Hezbollah, and I think we can handle it. I'm not afraid.
I believe that it will end, and all the European countries and America will convince the Syrians to go forwards, and I don't believe there will be any threat from Syria against Israel.
What Israel is doing is, first of all, keeping its eyes open and using all our intelligence capabilities. Israel has made its position clear. I think the Prime Minister himself has said more than once, and the Defense Minister, that Israel will not permit these chemical weapons to fall into the hands of Hezbollah or other dangerous elements. I'll quote the Defense Minister. He says, "We mean what we say." So I think it speaks for itself.
Though Israel has not intervened in the bloody civil war in Syria, Israeli officials have stated they're monitoring the developments carefully. For JN1, I'm Sivan Raviv, Israel.